Um, Now let's talk Rayo Venezuela and Edwin de los Santos rematch. Talk to me about the rematch. How did this fight, got made? I mean, was it the people? Did the people
Uh,
demand it?
no, no. I think Rayo proved himself beating Chris Colbert on the rematch, and I told Rayo, this fight will take you all the way to the end of the line, or will put you in a good position. Whoever loses this fight, you and Colbert, one of them is gonna have to, you know, get out of the picture for a while. And but once you win that fight, it's going to take you to another different level. And people seeing what Rayo has done, and they're still excited about him. And now De Los Santos fight will be a great fight. Now, I think he's focused. He learned a lot from his mistakes, and I'm excited for that fight too because it's a rematch. And that fight was a good fight. Both of them went touched the canvas, and unfortunately, Rayo was the one that lost that fight. But I think it's a fight that guarantees a lot of fireworks. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fuck, man. A lot of people are looking forward to see that fight. If De Los Santos wants to fight for a world title, he has to beat Rayo. If Rayo wants to go and fight Rolly and whoever's up there, he has to win this fight. So for both, it's another big test. And I believe that Rayo has all the tools. He's focused now. Everything's going well. And I think he's very close to fighting for a world title. Hopefully, nothing happens with the main event, but maybe that could, if something happens, maybe he could jump in there. Like, look what happened with Costa Sue. I mean, Team Sue and Thurman. Now Fundora is there, So I think a lot of opportunities are there. Um, they asked me if the Rayo wanted to fight Tank. They gave three names to Tank. He went with Martin, but Rayo was one of the names. So we're still in there. So at least we're there. We're on the conversation. So it's a very big possibility. Rayo could probably be the main event. With Tank. You never know. So we're ready. If not, we have to look at spectacular with De Los Santos and but I think he's right there. But he has to win this fight.
Mm. Now, do you feel like, in the same token, if De Los Santos wins, he gets that seat with the
They
tank?
see if of course. I think so. De Los Santos has with Rayo. Nobody really knew De Los Santos until he beat Rayo, and now he's been looking good. So I think they're there. Whoever wins that fight will get to whoever. Now De Los Santos has proven himself again. I beat Rayo. Now if Rayo wins, see, I beat him. So I think at the end of the day, um, they're there. And sometimes, the ones that lose, they get the opportunity sometimes, faster than the one that wins. So, but they're there. I think when you see a guy that has a loss, uh, and De Los Santos has a loss, I believe also. So it's easier for these
Lost
guys
the
to pick
roster.
them. You don't want to fight a guy that's undefeated because he's never lost. So it's a little. But when you see a guy that has one loss, or oh shit, let's bring him. Let's go. So it's easier sometimes, I believe. So I think they're in a great position. I'm excited for that fight. It's going to be a great fight. I can't wait. And man, if it goes like what they're saying it's going to happen, it's going to be a great card. So excited about that.
How do you feel like the line is gonna be? Because like you have Ryu that knocked down De Los Santos first, and it just happened to be De Los Santos got the better winning of the stick, right? They say now, but then going in, he has the Colbert KO, and then you have the De Los Santos unanimous decision loss against Shakur Stevenson. So where do you feel like the betting lines lie on that?
Sure. That's why I'm saying it's interesting because De Los Santos, in my mind, I believe that he did what he had to do. Uh, Shakur was just running too much, and he was chasing him the whole night. He wanted to fight, he wanted, but you can't have a good fight when the other guy is just playing defense and moving around. And Shakur is a really good fighter. And, of course, it was a boring fight. I fell asleep. But I think De Los Santos tried very hard to win that fight. But we have two fighters that are going to come together, and there's going to be explosions. And I guarantee you, there is going to be another knockout. Or maybe both of them are going to drop themselves again, and whoever's more focused and had a better camp and it's 100% better is going to win. It's a very dangerous fight. It's going to be a very exciting fight.
Um, so talk to me. Who is Rayo Venezuela after that knockdown? I mean, you guys parted ways, and not necessarily parted ways, right? Because you're his manager, and I seen you in the corner as well, just not in the lead position. Um, what is the lead position nowadays?
Yeah. What happened was, like I said, yeah, things happen, and when you lose a fight, you want to blame everybody, you know, but yourself. Man, I love what I do. Fuck, I hate losing, man. And I will do anything in my power to be there. And if I can't be there, I'm gonna make sure that you have somebody that's always looking and making sure that you're doing your work. And that's what I did. And but I respect whatever happens, or I'm not here to blame nobody. And he's back. He learned a lot from that. He went through some discipline that he was not supposed to. I mean, he lost ground and discipline a little bit. Now he's super focused, and sometimes you got to go through that in order to get better and enjoy and learn more from your mistakes. And I think it was another blessing in disguise for Rayo that what happened to him. And he's super focused now. He knows what's going to happen if he continues to not be focused. And he's on another level. I see him on another level. So when I got him to fight the rematch, and I told him, hey, send me who's going to be in your corner, who are the three guys that are going to be there. And he sends me two guys, and then I tell him, hey, you're missing a guy here. And he said, oh, I was going to ask you to see if you could be in my corner. And I'm like, yeah, sure, not a problem. So I went there. I took control of everything. But out of respect, I let Mario, that's the other trainer that went with him to camp and spent all those days with him. I was the one that told him, hey, you go in there. You deserve to be there. I'm still going to be here. It doesn't matter who goes in or who goes out or whatever. I still, in that fight, I still moved everything. And I felt that I was still lead trainer there. I got more experience than this guy, and he's a great trainer, but he doesn't have the experience, you know, that I have there in the ring with the bigger fights. But out of respect, I told him, you go in there, and to me, there's no egos. I think he deserved to be in there. But it was my idea to put him in there inside, and I was outside, not a problem. But I still did what I had to do. And and out of respect, I did that. But I feel that I still have control, and I still do. What I mean. I want Ryan to win. So I'm still going to tell him what to do. I've been training for so long, and I took him all the way there. It's not that I'm just going to leave him there. We know each other very well.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 400 people on the YouTube live. Make sure you go out your way to smash the like button. We have also the call ins are available on the Instagram live. Call in. We have spots available. So, as far as the fight with Ryu and Edwin De Los Santo is concerned, um, I've spoken to Ryu. He seems like he's mature enough to understand that he was impatient at the time. You guys have obviously a different level of respect for Edwin De Los Santos now. What's your fight prediction this time around?
I believe that Rayo's going to come out with his hand raised. I believe that if something happens spectacular, will be like in the sixth, seventh round, if not early, because these guys are very explosive. Both of them are going to try to prove themselves, and they're going to come to fight. With the fight with De Los Santos and Shakur, of course, he didn't like that. Now we got to prove ourselves, and we got to beat this guy. So I mean, Rayo, he comes to fight. De Los Santos comes to fight. So I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think Rayo is gonna box him and try to move around like Shakur. He has to prove himself that he is the best at that division. So Man, like I said, I'm excited. I super motivated. I can't wait for that night because there are going to be a lot of fireworks in there, and you can't blink because one of these guys, both of them hit it hard, and one of these guys are going to go down.